ke?
Okay.
Assalamualaikum and
Hi,
hi, welcome
to
to
our
our
podcast.
podcast. So, my name is Nurul Zukrina.
My name is Fukul Ansha.
My name is Nurul Adlina.
So, Chacha, do you know what kind of topic that we will talk today?
I think I know. This is about law, right?
Mm, can you be more specific? What kind of law?
I know it's about acceptance, right?
Yeah, very good. So, today we will talk about the topic of acceptance in the law of contract. So, first thing first, we need to know what does it means by acceptance. Adlina, can you define it for us?
Yeah, sure. So basically, acceptance is about section 2B contract 1950 provides acceptance is when to whom the proposals is made signifies his assent thereto. The proposal is said to be accepted. A proposal when accepted become a promise.
Can you give us some example according to the explanation, Alina?
Yeah, sure. For example, you and Rina. So basically, you say to Rina, I give you 50 ringgit for you to help me carry the box. Only Rina is capable to accept the offer. If I was there nearby to you guys and hear about the offer, I can't accept the offer unless I offer myself to help you to carry the box. It's up to you for you to accept it or reject.
So, can you give us a clear example of some cases about this topic?
Basically, it's the case of unilateral contract, as in the case of Carlyle versus Carbolic Smoke Ball.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Adlina.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's move to the next part of our discussion, which is terms of acceptance.
Oh, I know. There are two terms of acceptance, right? And the first one is in section 7A, which is absolute and unqualified. So, section 7A provides that the acceptance valid only if absolute and unqualified. If an offer is accepted by the introduction of a new term, then the acceptance is void and automatically will destroy the original offer. The offeree does not make an acceptance but making a counter offer.
Wow. Can you give us a clear example of the section 7A?
Yeah, of course. For example, the case of Hyde versus Ranch. The defendant made an offer to sell his estate to plaintiff for the price of £1,000. Plaintiff agreed to buy for £950. When he received no answer from defendant after 2 days, then he agreed to pay the first choice, which is £1,000. Defendant refused to sell. Plaintiff sought order of specific performance from court. He claimed that a valid contract exists when he agreed to pay the £1,000 at first too. It was held by the court of plaintiff no longer accept. It was held by court. The plaintiff no longer can accept the original offer. The original offer destroyed when he made a counter offer. Yes, that's all.
Wow, your explanation is so clear and very understandable, Rina.
Thank you.
Chacha, since you got nothing to say since just now, what if you share to us about the second terms of the acceptance?
I will share with you guys about the section 7B. So, the copy, no, the content of the copy section
Hmm.
7B is be expressed in some usual and reasonable manner. So, the second condition under the section 7B is every exception must be met some usual and reasonable manner. unless the proposal prescribes the manner in which could be effected.
Do you have some example of cases according to Section 7B?
Yes, so according to the cases of Ignatius versus Bell, the defendant gives option to plaintiff to buy defendant estate before or on 20 August 1912, and then the acceptance must be in writing. So plaintiff wrote the acceptance letter and posted it on 16 August 1912. But defendant received the letter on 25 August 1912, and then plaintiff sued defendant when he refused to honor the contract. It was held by the court that defendant is bound by the contract since parties to the contract agree to use responsibility as manner of acceptance. That's my example of my explanation just right now.
Thank you, Chacha. Oh, for your information, there are two types of acceptance, which is implied and express. Adina, can you explain more to us?
Yeah, sure. So there's two types of acceptance, which is express and implied. So for express acceptance is by verbal or in writing, and the second one is in implied acceptance is by one's action or in behavior. Sorry guys, we have to change our location as we have our problem. So let's move to the next location.
Bye.
Okay guys, let's continue our discussion.
Let's move to the next part, which is communication of acceptance. Lina, do you have any idea about it?
In general, communication of acceptance completes when it comes to the knowledge of offerer. I give you an example. If A makes an offer to B from the other side of the river and A fails to hear the acceptance of B, so the B acceptance is not valid. Or if A made an offer to B by telephone and at the time B accept the offer but the line was actually cut off by someone, so there is no valid contract.
Oh, now I got it. Alina, can you explain more regarding the communication of acceptance?
So I'm gonna explain two sections, which is section 42A and section 42B. So for under section 42A, communication of an acceptance completes as against the offerer when offeree put the acceptance letter in a course of transmission, so as to be out of the power of the offeree. So for the under section 42B, the communication of an acceptance completes as against the acceptance offeree when it comes to the knowledge of the offerer.
So I give it example for this section. When Chacha want to sell her laptop to Adlina for 1,000 ringgit, and then Chacha sent an offer letter to Adlina on 1 May 2025. Adlina had received the letter on 5 May 2025. On 7 May 2025, Adlina has posted the letter out to Chacha by the post office. So, the acceptance letter received by Chacha on 10 May 2025.
Oh, okay. Alina, I have heard about the postcard rule. Can you explain it for us?
Okay, sure. So basically, it's a rule about when a contract is accepted by post. Normally, a contract is accepted when the offerer receives the acceptance. But under the postal rule, acceptance is complete once the letter is sent, not when it's received. Sorry.
Wait, even if the letter got lost?
Yeah, that's... Jangan lah kacau aku. Yeah, that's what happened in a case called Household Fire Insurance versus Grant. The plaintiff sent an acceptance letter, but it got lost. the court still say the contract was valid because the letter was posted.
But isn't it unfair to the person who makes the offer?
It can be, but the rule is there to protect the acceptor. Once they post the letter, they have done their part. The risk of delay or loss is on the offerer if they choose post as the method.
Oh, so as long as I mail my acceptance, the detail is done?
Exactly. As long as post in an acceptable way to respond, you're good once you drop it in the mailbox.
Thank you for the clear explanation, Adlina. Now, let's talk about revocation of acceptance and communication of revocation.
Okay, I will explain it to you guys. If you guys want to know, according to section 5.2, an acceptance may be revoked at any time before the communication of the acceptance is complete, if against the offeree or acceptance, but not afterwards. So, in this topic, there is two types of section we have, such as section 4.a and 4.b. And I will tell you guys for section 4.a. So, according to section 4.a, the communication of revocation of either an offer or acceptance is complete as against the person who made the revocation when he put the notice of revocation in a course of transmission. So, as to be out of the power of the sender, can someone give me an example on this section, please? Now, I want to hear your example. Can you give it for us? So, I want to hear some explanation or some examples from you. Can you give it some examples for us?
Yeah, sure. So, under section 43A, the communication of revocation of either an offer or acceptance is complete as against the person who make the revocation when he put the notice of revocation in a course of transmission. So, as to be out of the power of the sender.
Wow, sounds interesting, Rina. How about another section which is for 3B? Is it same with the section that we just discussed just now?
I'll give you an example. When B revokes his offer by a conjugal, revocation of an offer may be at any time before communication of its acceptance is complete as against the offerer, but not afterwards. And then communication of revocation completes as against A when the conjugal is put in a course of transmission. So, according to section 4.b, communication of revocation complete as against B when he receives the conjugal. So, I think, is it my example clear to you guys or not?
Yes, I love it, Chacha.
So, I think that's all for my explanation of communication of revocation.
Okay, guys, so I think that's all from our podcast from the topic of acceptance in the law of contract. So I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Yeah, bye.